Hey everyone, it's Kate, aka Arayla. I'm here for a Dolly book tea and Dolly update, I guess. Here's my tea in my awesome Ankh-Morpork post office mug because hell yeah, Discworld, yep. Um, it's been an interesting couple of weeks. We've had relatives staying, so I haven't had much chance to do. I won't say I haven't had chance to do Dolly stuff, but I haven't had chance to do videos. And the Dolly stuff that I've done has just been finishing off that reroute, um, which is done, and she's all in one piece. You may have seen if you follow me on Instagram. She's amazing. And what else? Not not too much really. We've been doing a lot of touristy things. Like yesterday, we went to Hobbiton, and it was amazing. And I took one of my Blythe dolls with me, Alice. So because she's the book nerd, obviously, and so I took photos of her at nearly every single house. It was so much fun. I got a lot of looks from people, but who cares? I had so much fun, and the beer there is really good. So as part of the tour, you stop at the Green Dragon for the end of the tour. So it's like a 2-hour walking tour of Hobbiton, and you get a free drink. And I had the stout, and it was amazing, and it was just so awesome. Highly recommend it. I'm going again probably about New Year's, because I think I said my mum is really keen to go, and I think my dad's pretty keen to go, and it was just so good. It was awesome. Oh my god, I want to go again, like so bad. Yeah. The thing is, you can't really go into the Hobbit houses because they're just doors. It's just a set. But that's cool because you can kind of pretend. And in the Green Dragon pub at the end of it, they had some Hobbit clothes. But I was so like hot and flustered from walking around and being so excited that I was just like, I'm not even going to try putting those costumes on, and also because other people have worn them and gross. But yeah. So yeah, that was fun. And on Friday we went up the Sky Tower, which is, it looks like a big hypodermic needle, and there's a revolving restaurant, and that was the meal was really good. I guess I'm not great with heights. Yeah, and the revolving thing kind of wasn't my thing, but I took my new girl along with me, my newly rerouted doll, and she sat on the table, and my mother-in-law helped me take photos of her, and that was really cool. So that really actually helped sort of give me a distraction. I think I should have taken some knitting or something, because if I'm distracted I don't get anxious, as anxious I should say, because yeah. But that was cool, and the food was really, really good. So, just doing all the general touristy things, that was fun. So yeah, without further ado, here is Florence. Florence has beautiful, even if I say so myself, it's seriously, it's even nicer in person. My dog's just going mad in the background because that's what dogs do. Teeswater locks that I bought off Etsy, and I had to wash them again. Hang on, sorry about that. The dogs were just going bonkers as usual. So I got these beautiful, about 12-inch Teeswater locks from Etsy. You can see they just about touch the ground when they're scooped back. They do drag on the ground a little bit when she's got her hair loose, but I really don't want to cut the tips because they're beautiful. Oh my god, guys, shush! And we're back. There was time for a timeout for the dogs. So I was talking about her. Oh god, she's beautiful. Love. And her eyes, oh, they're the Sakura eye chips from Hello Cool Cat, and they've got like a holographic thing behind them. I love those holographic things. They're really cool. And I just oh, my precious. So anyway, so I was talking about the Teeswater locks are really long, but I don't want to cut the tips because I really like the way the colour sort of settles in the tips, if you can see that against my pasty hat. So it's a little wee bit darker in the tips of these, because I'd had to wash them again before I dyed them, and then it was very experimental dyeing, very wing it kind of. I'm a pretty wing it kind of person, and so it worked out really well. I could not have asked for a better colour. This is just love it. And what else? So, and then I'd used the Hello Harvest scalp, because this is the Beatrice vest with the Hello Harvest scalp that I got from Trade Me, which is like the New Zealand version of eBay. And I have made a video with her in on the Trade Me girls for the Dolly profiles. I may have to do another Dolly profile for her, because holy crap, she is just, I'm so pleased with her, just so pleased. So what was I saying? I was saying something about the reroot. Yeah, so originally the scalp had been trimmed to about this height, and the brown was okay. You know, it was alright, but I didn't like the texture of the hair, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to reuse this scalp rather than selling it on for like nothing, and then having to buy another scalp and make all the holes in it. I thought, well, I'll just use this one because it makes sense. But I tried to remove the brown paint that was underneath, you know how they do it to fill in the gaps so that if there are any you can't really tell. Yeah, that stuff was not budging. And then I was like, I know, I'll colour it in with permanent marker. Let's see if that works. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Don't do that. And then I removed it. I tried to remove it with isopropyl alcohol and it just wasn't budging. I ended up using nail polish remover. Not the best of ideas. It completely discoloured her scalp. It kind of went weird, orangey, yellowy, weird. But it's vinyl, so it's not like it's going to melt the plastic the same as it did, as it would for her actual plastic? Face plastic? Is it ABS or something? I don't know. I tune out sometimes. So I've ended up having to dye the actual scalp. I got some Rit dye that does all kinds of stuff, and it's like in the liquid, it's the bottle, just a few drops of that and some water, dyed her scalp. Couldn't be happier. It looks, to me it looks great. And then rerouted like 6 bajillion plugs of Teeswater lock. That took a while because I did the knot method, and I was really worried about wasting the fibre, but actually it turned out that I had plenty. I was unnecessarily worried, but that's what I do. I'm a Capricorn. I worry about shit. That's me. Yeah. Sorry, there's like a really adorable little finch outside, and I'm just so easily distracted. I think I'm part dog. I'm like, oh, squirrel! Except we don't have squirrels here, so it's like, oh, bird! Oh, look, there's a bird! Oh my god, what bird is that? Oh, hey, look, a tree! Yeah, I'm just... yeah. So I'm really happy with her. And then I made her this little waistcoat from the Hannon sewing book. And look, it's got pockets and they work. Just like the first thing that any woman seems to say about clothes is, oh my god, it's got pockets. It's really sad how women's clothes are not made with pockets, because we always end up carrying everything for people. Like, my husband's like, oh, you've got a bag, carry my keys. I'm like, you've got fucking pockets, carry it yourself. Oh no, they're too bulky. It's like, do I look like a pack horse? Don't answer that. But yeah, so anyway, look into her beautiful eyes, and if I can get her, because I've tied her hair up, but of course I've tied her pulls up in her hair. Let's see if we can find them. She's got a lot of hair. So that's the original Beatrice vest ring, and here is her steampunk monkey charm. I keep calling it a steampunky, but it's kind of weird and tangled in her hair. That is the one problem with beautiful locks, is they do just hide everything. I'm so rambly today. Yeah, so let's see if we can do this. Oh, no, wrong one. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh my God, it's mega tangled. Right, okay. So her eyelids, I painted with black, a bit like my other one, Andy, my Cloud9 bowl. I did black with iridescent medium in it. And then I was going to try and stencil some lace over using silver paint. Well, it didn't quite turn out as I planned. But then when I was wiping the silver off, it gave this really cool sort of antique silver. I don't know if it's sort of like a gunmetal grey almost. It's really cool. I really love it. And then I've given her brand new eyelashes, the same as Andy's. So, because I had them and I wasn't going to buy any more and I didn't think purple would work. So she's got green chips. It's a little bit creepy when that happens, eh? Pink. I think they look really good with her hair actually. Ooh, possessed doll. And blue, and the blue just look really sort of sultry, and but these Sakura chips are just, oh my God, she's beautiful. I just adore her. And yeah, so this was my first sewing from a pattern job, and I hand sewed it, so it's not perfect, but I lined it with this fabric someone sent me, and it just looks, I think it looks really cool. And I was supposed to put a clasp on it, but I think I need to make it more fitting before I did that. And then I thought, actually, it looks really cool on her just as a sort of open waistcoat vest thing. So there you go. So that's Florence's outfit, and now her hair's all, because it's been tied back with a ribbon, so I have to floof it up. Or tie it back again. So her character is kind of, she's told me that she's kind of, she's a bit of a hippie, she's a bohemian chick, but you know, she's got this kind of, I guess, Maury girl aesthetic. It's super appropriate for where we are. I thought about leaving her braids in, but I'm really glad I didn't actually, because I think she just looks so nice with the long, because the way that the locks actually sit, the Teeswater, it's just so long and luxurious and just incredibly strokable. Oh, it feels amazing. I'm just super proud about her. I love her. I just adore her. And Beatrice Vest was not a doll that I particularly bonded with when I first picked her up, but it's that whole thing of doing all this work on her has really meant that I've bonded with her really well. So love. Yeah, I can't stop looking at her. She's so cute. And I ordered a pineapple princess. I don't remember. I think I said I was going to. And I ended up last Tuesday waking up at 3:15 a.m. For some reason. I have these days where I will just randomly wake up at ridiculous o'clock and then not get back to sleep. So I checked my emails, and right then I got that email from Junie Moon saying Pineapple Princess is now available for pre-order, and I was like, hells yes! Clicked straight away, got it. 5 minutes later they were all sold out, I swear. I was on Facebook and all these people were like, oh no, I missed out, and I feel really bad for them, but I'm like, fuck yes, I've got her! I'm so excited, because I missed like 2 pre-orders through CC Toys and 1 through Magma Heritage, and yeah, so I'm super stoked. Yay! And then it turned out that a lady that I'm buying a doll off has also managed to order one, so we're gonna be doll buddies. I'm so excited. I hope she shares lots of photos with me, because I love to enable people and to share photos and stuff. So yeah, what else? I'm still plugging away at my cross stitch. I finished crocheting a couple of Blythe pixie hoods. The pattern's actually not available on Ravelry anymore, but I had already saved it to my computer when I added it to my library, so I found it, and I was working on those in the car on the way to Hobbiton yesterday, so that was cool. So I've got a couple of those. I'm going to do some other doll knitting. I finally cast off that dress in the grey and red, so those needles are free for more knitting, so that's good. But other than that, I'm a bit lost craft-wise. Just lost my mojo. I find it really difficult to spin as much anymore because of my fibro pain, because I've got fibromyalgia, and it seems to go really bad in my knuckles first. It feels like I've got broken glass in it. I've had all the x-rays. They said, oh, it's not RA, it's not this, it's not that. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. But it does mean that I don't get to do as much spinning as I would like, and then I feel guilty because all my spindles are sat there being all sad and stuff. But I've kind of lost my mojo for it anyway, so... and knitting, I don't know, it's kind of the same, because the way that I knit, the way that I spin and crochet, a lot of it is using my hands, obviously, but the way that it uses them, it hurts a lot, so that's quite restrictive. Cross stitching is okay because I'm just doing the sort of, yes, that's totally how I sew, but you know, it's a different kind of muscle movement. And the same with the carving. The way that I do it is very different to the way that I use my hands for other things. So yeah, I think that's probably about it. Just ramble. Do follow me on Instagram if you want to see up-to-date stuff, you know, like right to the minute, because as I've said many times before, I use it as a kind of stream of consciousness. If I see something cool, I will take a picture, I will share it. I'm a pretty heart on my sleeve, open book kind of person. So if you want to stay up to date and see pictures of my dollies doing stupid stuff like falling over or flashing their knickers at each other or just stupid things that I'm doing, then do follow me on, it's at Arayla on Instagram. I'm that on everything, so you know, if you want to play computer games with me, let me know. Or although I don't really play well with others, I'm really competitive. I try to avoid playing competitive games because I can get, I feed off other people's competitivity. Oh man, it's been a long week. Oh, T, I love you. Yeah, so like I'm not allowed to play the Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit with anyone. My husband won't let me buy it because it would be completely unfair on everyone else. And I would also get so mad if anyone beat me. I would be inconsolable, and it's pathetic, and I'm working on it. So yeah. Yeah, so, but if you want to play Animal Crossing or, you know, Harvest Moon or something, you know, just comment or message me, or, yeah, I like to make friends, so, yeah, I've rambled for long enough probably, and it's starting to rain again, so I'm gonna go enjoy my cup of tea, have a nice weird day off. Oh, I'm so confused because usually I work on a Monday morning, no, afternoon. See, I'm confused even now. So I usually work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Cool. But since my in-laws have been here and it's the vacation time at the college, and my colleague, one is away for like 4 weeks and the other needs to take some vacation time, so we've adjusted the hours, but it's meaning that I'm working every day for 5 hours, and my days off are really mixed up, and I'm so confused. So happy Monday. Yeah. And I hope you all have had a lovely weekend and have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.